Amatshono umthwakazo omuhle silamukela njalo kwesinye isiqephu sethu sezindaba kumsakazo we-Citizens Movement Radio. Namhla kungolwesine zilishumi lasishiyagalolunye kuNhlangula ngomnyaka ka-2025. Indaba lizethulelwa nguKhethiwe Chuma. Nanzi indaba zethu ezigijima phambili. Awuyangeki na kubuza uMongameli uChamisa lapho esola uMnangagwa ngenkohlakalo. Yonke inotho eyatshontshwayo kumele ibiselwe. Umhlonitshwa uMatsibanyika usola isikolo seChitepo School of Ideology. Nanzi indaba zethu ngokugcweleyo. Umongameli wabantu Advocate Nelson Chamisa usesole kakhulu umholi webandla leZANU-PF Emmerson Mnangagwa lo athi uthungamela inkohlakalo elizweni. Kunkulumo yakhe bilamandla ayiphosele emakhasini okuxhumana, umongameli uChamisa uthi inkohlakalo sokuyinto yokuqoka ngaphansi kobuthungameli bukaMnangagwa. Uye wathi amasela asebenza kuhulumende kaMnangagwa sebetshontshe yonke into elizweni okugoqela ukhetho, igolide kanye lesimilo sezakhamizi. Umongameli uChamisa wethule inkulumo yakhe le ngemva kokuba kube lembiko yokuba sokube lethenda ye-400 million edoleni leMelika esiza kuthathwa nguWicknell Chivayo. Le ithenda ibiswe ngendlela yokukhwabanisa. Siyaxoxisana labalandeli bakamongameli uChamisa ukuze basinike yabo imbono ngalolu daba.
Hello Citizens Movement Radio, CMR listeners. I am Langton Manaka, an ex-political prisoner and an enthusiast of the People's President Advocate Nelson Chamisa we voted for in 2023. I do agree with the statement of our President Chamisa that Mnangagwa is presiding over a corrupt system. Mnangagwa's government protects looters and promotes corruption. As citizens, we view such a leader with extreme disdain and frustration. Mnangagwa's government is like a crankshaft. It will never run straight. His government perpetuates corruption and undermines trust in itself. Mnangagwa and his group of thieves should know that one day the baboon missed the branch. Thank you.
Makadima Zimbabweans, Makadima citizens, zitando wetu Tony Shava. Tichiita nyaya yakataurwa naChamisa iyi. Achisiri chishamiso takutongozviziva kuti muZimbabwe mukanzi mune chichida kuitwa chinobhadhara, chinopa mari, pane vanochipiwa kuti ndo vanofanira kuti vange vari vanotora mari iyoyo. Ndinofunga kuti ipo pazvinonzi nyika inovakwa nevene vayo. Achinge vanonzi venava statement payakataurwa yaita kunge ikurira maZimbabweans tese takadaro kuti kana uri muZimbabweans uri muZimbabwean uri mwene wenyika. But maonero andiri kuita ndikuona sokuti ine vene vayo vanotonzi ava ndo vene vayo vanowana zvese zvinonaka. Isu tiri kutorwa sembwa inonobata muka but yopiwa matumbu kunzi idya matumbu. Ivo ndo vanodya zvakanaka, ndo vanodya mafuta enyika, ndo vanodya uchi hwenyika. Isu tiri kudya mazana, tiri kudya makonye enyuchi. Uchi hune vanohudya. 400 million tenda yakaenda naWicknell Chivayo. Tikatasa pambudzi pakavakwa interchange, mari yakaenda nani? Mari yakaenda naTagwirei. Why matenda mahombe akadaro achingowanikwa nevanhu vanonzi vari pedyo nevari kutonga nyika? Kozve matenda zvineiko nezvevanonzi ndo vari kutonga nyika? Zvineina nemapresident. Ndinofunga kuti pane procurement board rinofanira kunge richifambisa zvinhu nenzira kwayo. Iko zvino kana vakomana vachinge vatora matenda iyo kunzi 400 million, tikada kuongorora, tikada kucalculate, unogona kuona kuti zvinhu zvichatengwa ipapo is far much less than mari yavari kuzobhadharwa. Ndo zvinhu zvatichaona ipapo. Toona kuti vanenge vakainflata maprizes, chinhu chinenge chichifanira kuita a certain price chinogona kukwidzwa 5 or 10 times more for their benefit. Ende hurumende inokurumidza kubhadhara, haite zvekutamba, inovapa mari. asi ukanzi kwaita dambudziko kwakati they still cannot do the same thing. Ukanzi kwaita cholera, they are begging everywhere kuti tipewo mari tigone kubatsirika pakorera. Pamwe pacho unotozoona kuti mari yacho inezenge yauya ichinzi ndeyekorera yacho futi inoenda mumaoko mevanhu ivo vachiti ano tisu tichasaplaya chakati kuti korera ipere, vobva vapiwa mari yakawandisa futi, voba futi mari yacho. Zviri kuitwa nehurumende yedu zvinonyadzisa, tinonzwa kuchema, tinonzwa kurwadziwa nezviri kuitika muZimbabwe. Dai Mwari vatiwanira nyasha, dai President Chamisa vachisumuka, nekuti nguva iri kupera. Tinotenda maZimbabweans.
Kusenjalo isiphathamandla sebandla eliphikisayo seMkondongwe uthi inotho kaEmmerson Mnangagwa kanye labalingani bakhe abayithole ngobusela kanye lenkohlakalo kumele ithathwe ithengiswe ukuze imali yakhona iqondisiswe ekwakheni ilizwe. uKondongwe uye wathi uhulumende omutsha oza kuthatha intambo kuEmmerson Mnangagwa kumele ahlolisise impilo zabantu labo kade besenza inkohlakalo elizweni njalo beseba inotho yelizwe, abantu abafana loKhudakwashe Takwirei kanye loWicknell Chivayo. Ake sizweni uKondongwe ekhuluma.
I think all the stolen wealth must be repossessed by the government that will be coming in Zimbabwe, the new government that will be coming in. Because if you look in China there, if one is corrupt, it means he has signed himself or herself a death sentence. They kill because of corruption. If we look close by in Zambia, if you read well, some former presidents of Zambia, because of corruption, they were arrested and taken to jail. But in Zimbabwe, if you are corrupt, then you are promoted. If you are corrupt, then it means you have got a passport to get close to Mr. Mnangagwa. So I think all the ill-gotten wealth from corruption by Mr. Mnangagwa and his acolytes must be repossessed and channeled towards national development. The new government that takes over from this corrupt regime must audit the lifestyles and repossess the country's stolen wealth from the likes of Kudata Gwirei et al. Because the rotting of the economy is because of a few individuals that are using corruption to get close to the corridors of power, and now they are not in government, but they control the government institutions, and they arm twist them to do whatever they want to do because the wealth that they got from corruption. Now the judiciary is captured, the police force is captured, the army is captured, all the institutions that must be independent, the ZEC and everything else, those that are supposed to be independent institutions are captured because of corruption. And the corruption is more than cancer. It destroys a nation. Corruption destroys a nation. So it is high time that a new government that is coming in should now engage or be in a process of putting down measures to make sure when they come in, they do a lifestyle audit and make sure that all wealth that people got through corruption should be repossessed and channeled towards the development of this nation. I think that will be a lesson for the future. That will be a lesson for would-be offenders. That will be a lesson even in this nation, in this continent of Africa, that Zimbabwe has now taken another route that wants to correct the ills that were done by the regime.
Omela imbizo edale lephalamende umhlonitshwa uKobani Matsivanyika kuliviki usole isikolo seChitepo School of Ideology. Lesi athe kasilani lokwenzakala elizweni, kunjalo nje akumelanga siphoqelelwe ukuba bonke abasebenza kuhulumende bahambe kuleso sikolo. Umhlonitshwa Matsivanyika uthi lesi sikolo kusobala ukuba sifuqa udaba lweZANU-PF kanti njalo lufundisa imfundiso zeZANU-PF ezingaqondananga lokuthakazelela ilizwe. Ake silaleleni umhlonitshwa Matsivanyika ekhuluma ephalamende.
Madam Speaker, I have noted with concern that the move of the motion is seeking for the establishment of the National Institute of Ideology. And some honorable members in their debate has also came to say, to give an example of the Herbert Chitepo School of Ideology. Let me be very clear, Madam Speaker. The Herbert Chitepo School of Ideology, in its current form, is directly partisan. We can't have that kind of a partisan ideology as a name to be a national ideology. It's not national in any way. Let me justify it, Madam Speaker. I will justify it in this way. If you look at the certificate, once you graduate, Madam Speaker, if you complete the graduation of Herbert Chitepo School of Ideology, you are given a certificate. And that certificate, Madam Speaker, at the bottom of it, it is signed by the political party, the ZANU-PF party political commissar, who is Comrade Machacha. I have seen that, Madam Speaker. So, whenever you bring this kind of situation to Parliament, to say we want all MPs, we want all leaders in government to have this, it becomes fundamentally flawed from the beginning. This government or this country is made up of people from all walks of life. We have got various political parties with various beliefs. We should be united by a single national ideology, which represents the interests of every Zimbabwean. Not this kind of ideology that you have under the Herbert Chitepo School of Ideology. For that matter, therefore, Madam Speaker, if this ideology persists and the Parliament ratifies this to say we are going to continue with the Herbert Chitepo School of Ideology, I wish to categorically make it clear that count me out of that, and I'm ready to face the consequences.
Amatitshala alishumi lanye ababoshwe eMtare ngolwesibili ngemva kokuphatheka embhikishweni lapho bebefuna iholo elingcono baye bavela namhlanje enkantolo yaseMutare. Umsekeli kaNobhala Jikelele wenhlanganiso ye-Amalgamated Rural Teachers Union of Zimbabwe i-ATOZ, uMnyaradzi Masiwa, usole kakhulu ukuboshwa kwamalunga abo lapho athe balelungelo lokuba baphatheke embhikishweni njengalokho okuvunywa isisekelo sombuso.
It's worrisome that the government of Zimbabwe continues to persecute our members, continues to arrest our members who are rightfully protesting, who are rightfully demanding answers to a crisis in education that we have. Our members under the banner of ATOZ Parent Teacher Association were arrested in Mutare, and they appeared in court today in the Magistrate Court, and they will be back in court tomorrow for bail ruling. They have been remanded in custody, and state is alleging that other members are still at large and they are to be apprehended by the police. That's the reason why they are refusing the granting of bail. So we wait for tomorrow to hear from the magistrates ruling that are we going to get a bail or not. But we are worried that our members were arrested. This is an unlawful detention because they are allowed to picket, they are allowed to petition, they are allowed to peacefully present such petitions to those in authority. Section 59 of the Constitution allows every citizen to do that. So we condemn such barbarism. These are just progressive citizens who are pursuing these methods of finding solutions to the crisis that we have in Zimbabwe, and we demand the state to release these comrades who are under custody right now. We demand them to be released without any condition. They were not supposed to be arrested at first, and we salute Zimbabwe Lawyers for Human Rights for standing with these human rights defenders.
Igqwetha likanozindaba uBlessed Mhlanga uDoc Coltart useveze ukuba icala likaMhlanga kanye lomqhashi wakhe seliza kuthonisiswa ehlukene. Inkantolo ibifuna amacala la athonisiswe ndawonye ngoba besetheswa icala lokudlulisa umlayezo belenjongo yokuphehla udlame emphakathini. Kusenjalo uMhlanga uthi indlela isibambiso sakhe esisebenza ngayo silukhuni kakhulu kanti siyamenqaba ukuba aphume ngaphandle kwedolobho leHarare ngomsebenzi. Ake sizweni uColtart ekhuluma mayelana ngodaba lukaMhlanga. UMhlanga laye uza kukhuluma.
Yes, so at the previous hearing, there was an application by the state to have the two cases joined. Mr. Mhlanga's case joined to the case against HSTV. That was opposed by both of the accused persons. It doesn't make sense for their cases to be heard together, but the cases were joined, which is part of what causes these continuous delays, because the more parties to a case, the more delays that they can be. So yes, those cases are now joined. They are the first and second accused in the same.
I'm just worried about the delays, because the delays affect my ability to provide for my family. So I constantly have to report to the police every Friday, and also my passport is been held. So what it means is that I can't do my work as I should. I can't travel out of Harare, and I also can't travel out of the country. And this is affecting my earnings, and it also affects my ability to provide for my family. So the longer it takes, it has a serious impact on my profession. It also has a serious impact on the livelihood that my children are supposed to enjoy. So I'm worried about that. That's all I can say.
Kuya kusehlela kulo zithi ungumshumayeli uWalter Magaya ngemva kokuba inkampani iGetBucks Microfinance Bank Limited iye yalanda inkantolo ephezulu yaseZimbabwe ukuba kakuthengiswe zonke izinto ezebandla leProphetic Healing and Deliverance Ministries le ethunganyelwa nguMagaya kanye lonkosikazi wakhe uTendai ngenxa yemali abayikweletayo kulindawo engabhadalwanga engange $420,140.72 edoleni leMelika. Lokhu kuza ngemva kokuba ibhanga lithi selehlulekile ukuba lithole indleko zawo iloba kwakhishwa isinqumo enkantolo ephezulu ngomnyaka ka-2024. Umzimba kalo wayengumongameli waseZambia uEdgar Lungu wehlulekile ukuba ubuyiselwe ekhaya usuka kwele South Africa izolo ngenxa yokungazwani phakathi komteni lohulumende waseZambia. Imuli sola uhulumende waseZambia ngokungalandeli izivumelwano abazenzileyo mayelana ngomngcwabo wakhe. Imbiko evelayo ibika ukuba imuli yakolungu ayifuni umongameli waseZambia uHakainde Hichilema ukuba aze emngcwabeni. Izikhali ezinamandla namhlanje ziye zahlasela eIsrael emathathakusa zashaya isibhedlela esikhulu seSoroka Medical Center emhlubulweni waseBeersheba. Imbiko evela kuntatheli izindaba zangaphandle kwelizwe zibika ukuba kulimele abantukazana abanengi ngenxa yokuhlasela lokhu. Lokhu kuhlasela kuyikuphindisela kwelizwe lase-Iran ngemva kokuba ilizwe lase-Israel lahlasela labulala abanye abangabaphathintambo kubutho lase-Iran. Ke sikhangele kwezemidlalo. Emidlalweni yeKaslilaka Premier Soccer League edlalwe izolo, iSimbabora iye yakhuphukela phezulu ukuba bathathe indawo yaphezulu ngemva kokuba benqobe iBikita Minerals 1-0. Kwathi iChicken Inn yona iphumile ezingeni lokukhishwa emidlalweni ngemva kokuba inqobe iNgezi Platinum 1-0. iHighlanders iye yanqoba iManica Diamonds 1-0. Kwathi labo kade bekhangelelwe ukuthatha isicoco basoke bezondile ngemva kokuba bebengujikilo bhanqa leGreen Fuel 2-2. iHerentals kanye leFC Platinum zidlale zaba ngujikilo bhanqa kwangabile goli. iTel1 kanye leZPC Kariba lazo zibe ngujikilo bhanqa 1-1. Emidlalweni yeClub World Cup edlalwe izolo, iqembu leReal Madrid libe ngujikilo bhanqa leAl Ahly 1-1. iManchester City inqobe iWydad Casablanca 2-0. iRB Salzburg yona yanqoba iPachuca 2-1. Kwathi iJuventus yazenzela umathanda kuAl Ain yabanqoba 5-0. iInter Milan yona ibe ngujikilo bhanqa leMonterrey 1-1. Ukuziphetha lezi indaba kumsakazo weCitizens Movement Radio naze bezihamba phambili. Awuyangeki kubuza umongameli uChamisa lapho esola umnankagwa ngenkohlakalo. Inotho yonke eyatshontshwayo kumele ibuyiselwe. Umhlonitshwa uMatsivanyika usola isikolo seChitepo School of Ideology. Siziphetha lapha lezi indaba.